Then, sorry, the interruption, like I was saying, all through this, you have the blachesig, moblechespas, the sefalikis, what menotsin, redechlachem, seboplaslis, sanchalam. And in the middle of the reality, you cut them all in blachesig, motzaves, poplasev, redechalakim, sabtiboplasef, shispas, siba, ein chlechedi, romotlevisov, redechmatsidish, popenim. Redechligit, shopleves, popleser, redechlachim, shoplevisman, keshvotzmanim. Then you cannot let go that easy. But then another clear fact of what it means, and it is, you cannot let go this possibility that the wake of the common grave, which implies this, all gender, all age, and also animal, is the mobile of them self-stimulating, and everyone is destroyed of the name of El Chai, but Grand Four, in everyone is the mobile of they feel power and they do worse. So, desperately make disasters and frightening and suppressive and pain and chaos and unstable social character for they to succeed into the main field, they domains, and they command. So they proceed into the making the klecha besiches passiv and making the I'm gonna kill you all if you don't let me. And they are gonna kill everybody, making abomination and what is worse, which I'm not saying everybody can be killed. How do we control the situation and what do we do? Already we forward it too much, but the problem is needles and some other aspect of still remaining abominables that keeps on making the, oh, we're going to detain it today. And detain it, but placing on second Gishan Siva. We're going to detain this, we're going to arrest it, and we're going to do it, we're going to proceed, but we're researching, and the research is capture, rape, murder, and taking off, and putting inside the teller's chops for the staging and imagine and taking names and everything and everybody and what we're doing and what happened, what we're caved. And what happened around the planet of simplicity, control it all. Go, kill, take, that, blah, blah, seven, masking. All they were doing this. Don't you see who were having sex all night? Don't you see the picture playing the car in the exercise? Oh, don't you see who were attacking? He were running down the so rough. And why don't you detain? Oh, he was detained. Where? He were walking on the streets and making a video. Oh, the video was dumbass. Don't you see who were having sex? Where am I detained? Oh, boom. Oh, the liars, are you thinking? Do you believe that? Yes, I believe. In the last month, let's have a see. How do we do? We don't ever underestimate and say we are a government. We don't ever say but you understand you have a duty, and the duty is acquire the cognition as capacity, as self-comprehensively and attach at how they do, how they move. Your senses of the clear oath whenever you understand and comprehend. Symptomatic, how you feel, how you think, how you do. Is that so like, oh my God, I am not gonna accept such a state and situation. I don't buy this shit. I am not normal at this state. I don't feel recurrently. I don't think this way. And I may be in a very conscious of tiredness, but the symptomatology tells me I'm in danger. They are proceeding into the trying to and making something for stage hosting, citing, and force me, and they says, I win. And they kills me, kills everybody, and says we're government. And proceeds into the rest. But from Binslick making the whole of the Blessed College of the scene, they are considering they are winning, and they mix the world by saying that is the work and start high. And if I or God himself are going to be the model for this after the problem is over. Why can't we do this before? All right, at high. Where blech machali gives soplet nachali gives soplet ishkoplet chalchenima blechnia maklese oplastima. If you call to read the plasma sidchali, the software that they were studying with the plasma sanchali and United you read chabli chemo plesechamam at the plasma sim says at the real one, not the forged, plasbite. If you want some, which most of governments have, also for what it is, not criminology, but the emplacement for the blessed institutions, for ethnics, for cultures, religions, nations. You read, Red plevespot plestivama tiva, bleserves servis infidina, bod bleserves sospetimo, bleserves soplitsam, ishkoblatimia plesia, per atke kostetnina. He knew me and I had it right in front, and he understands that he were clear about what I were doing and who I am, and he understands he cannot defeat me, but he is going to try to reach and Blachisanad. Taking hostage all around and making disasters about my klasmad, put me in pain for the reason of the love of mine, and destroyed the whole I ever wanted to give around what I thought it meant love to bear. He cited my blessed name, and he pretends to be me. Badly kervig gelegen stoplet techmatzech elishpater esachlikim argadet echlacham deservet everyone and everyone Alex. We're permanently making the word hosting. And El-Chai is El-Chai, but the reality is other. And I'm sorry for this, and you're going to understand that sooner. The extorted character and the hosting is not something we accept or we say has to be. It's done. Nothing like you see on crime and this abominables, nothing has to be. And it's the accepting character and giving authority forced that every demon, every time, and this abominable seeks to be. The reason why you can't do what I say, and you can't do it, so goes at the force of, you've got to make it, whenever you say no. I know what you do, and I am government, and makes a force because of God to be. Who the ones that obey us? Because of nobody accepts. They need to feel that klechma sechali, they are recognized and they obey the touch. Blechma sin, the problem is that we don't underestimate because of their violent sickness. They need approval, and Adonaitos approves nothing. Neither of you never want Alex. They force us for approval to be, and we don't approve. Is the game of the powers games, make or submit. And if you don't, I submit you. So domina mora. Shadim. And you never want Alex most the same. Redepech makal kibat and kirshnar sunasur, whole and associated. Redmachal kimot lechable simot lechable sivi blasi boshpatsima. Redechamot lechable sivi shpot ledechmachal givisantim. I say because of I have rights and I am I'm going to say who is and who is not, and what is and what is not. And if you don't accept it, I'm going to submit you at force. Are destroying my life permanently. I'm pretending to be me and doing what I do. Saying that they didn't know because of they got to be not me. And the same with every one of us. And whoever associates them, the ones that at last are not for the accomplishment of who they all are going to be raped and murdered because of the Gatosio basis. And whoever is not them plus is going to be a plefach machalim bisoplasim, and whoever to be at the way like this, that they are going to be. As the most pain and destructions to us, the most forces and power to domainable produces is the commander, like the animals of hell, because of this what they are. The beast, the real one, proceed into the main this and destroy the world because of they brought that for are one and another, same class, and ain't no choose. It's masonry. the secret societies in the secret world, and ain't no Jew, and neither Messiah Sia Mosada. Somebody said it's a wrong word. Mashiach Chatz Adimot Zeim Shul. The Kephas church called, not the church, temple for Yeshua Hasaret El-Chai El-Chai Mashiach. Then Ramatlecha the Sif of Matlechi Visople the Spaktachim. Messianics are not that, and the ones that deflectively delivered into the channel of the realm of the East, brought by Masonry, not by Israel. Where the Bled Machalig is Sachmetzikish Katzinim and Etchaninim Umrah is a real being, but it's a demon, and it's discussed in this abomination like this. You see them proceeding, that one made them the whole of the staging and machinery. And they are exactly Master Diablo. Redlet Motla Helisople Helisople Desmotlakim, Rebecca Helisople Desmoticam. And Rebecca Helitas Hotel Hanakim and Rebecca Helisople Messidak. Then Rema Plech Helisople Bechvat, Helitam, but Helisople. In Helchim, FFL, Luciano Doriano. They were abducted and destroyed and in a violence produced abductively, except for the intentional which only so few which we already identified and said no, were accepted the situation. The rest are all intentional. And Luciano Doriano ain't no more. And the problem is, they said they would bring it back. And the tablet scene is not human rights, ethnic, or religious to defending. No amendments, no retreatness. Whenever we see healing is one thing, victim is another. Forced healing, abductive process, the reality, even risky dangers in the whole of the destruction, like the Messianics following Luciano Doriano. But it doesn't mean stay to be this. The ones, are you gonna be accomplices of genocide and destructions and abominations for a very emplacement of no real clear of mind and not reality, to evidentially making a very attached for the keeping over the same intentional underground, backstage, and above as human senses as normal natural cannot see and not understand for the proceeding to the keeping this and making the posterior capacity for others to keep on and reproduce, and extending the right hells, binget, hydras, all through the fields for that to kill, poison, destroy, and suddenly come the tangle of the hell. We don't need nothing like this, but we can be sharp and understanding where are the real ones, and not like, oh, they were the ones that were hurting them and hurting him, and were killing, destroying peoples that were carne de cañón. And gives the same lacra de mierda behind, making what they are going to do. I'm sorry the words, they are. So suddenly, also with them placing, I want to see it in the spiritual, and that the spiritual is another game, which you don't become a witch, and you don't become a, oh, the angel showed me, I felt it. No. It is not a game, and spiritual is not for talk around and saying, oh, I have a title, I trained, and that's it. You don't play with demons, and you don't play with the reality of the spiritual unless with a high. So we understand the complex reality of this that it is into. Understand who you are, where you are, and what is reality, also with the training of the supposed techniques of the spiritual, even if paranormal, and understanding what is what and who is going, and you don't receive it to that deflectively manipulated puppet or element for credos of the generates and make it worse. You don't. Reflex maplechi saklachim criminology delivers into blechli folkman sechalgi shativa. So suddenly that reflex maplechi saklachim your shorts be up to the sechini. You don't waste it. You never do. And the reality is the crave. As common millions of all gender, of all age and animals. And what do we hold and sustain? The smiley washed on the streets. I am kid and I'm going to have everybody anyway, but you understand I am here and I cannot be that. Don't you see I'm your friend? And I see everything and everything you see me through, thriving. The disabilities, the needed grannies to crossing Avanos streets and waiting for the people to go AMA community, crossing by right at the corners, the traffic lights, and making the educated staging all over. Don't you see? I am respectable. Don't you dirty emblem. Let's proceed. We are going to win. And what do you find? Closed doors. Is it a problem for you? Raping your wife, raping your kids, destroying you, raping your husband. Is it a problem? Get up here! What do you got? Overwhelmingly, it's not something we have to attach, but it happens. And the reality of facts is not something you buy. Let's make sense. Whenever one comes, we've done first and they've stolen. You have genocide. Whenever you found someone, oh, he stole me the photos, he stole me the video, he stole me that he made it my control and guessed out of me, you have a genocide. Whenever you found someone that is confused, you have the question. They are saying, or it happens, and oh, how do you know? Well, they were telling God, but he said, because of I were saying, and what did you do? Nothing, I just came and this started to come. Well, he were doing and you were used. Like with the rest. He's stolen me a backpack. Let's come to kidnap his friends because of they catered him and whispered at the ear of the terrorism, spiritual terrorism. You have a genocide. And these are the class within our evangelism business. The whole. So suddenly these videos, they are going to stage in the world, already published the first and the second in a way. And, oh, we done it first and he's telling me, let's go for the rest of the money because if we got to win. He's telling me he's going to know that this stuff for the making, and we are just researching and submitting. The reason why he's not, but let it the die ring still because of we are going to have the business for anything we do. And whoever to catch about him. The reason why I said, please. But part of this, you get my picture. With you, with me, with Mr. President, with Justice Buddies, with everybody. It's this. And this is exactly what we've got to be understanding. It's not a game. And it's the plausiblest, factiblest ever realities that we suffer, even if impossible to buy. And talking idioms. Redach matlechim sople bezbartechim istotletecha chivispatim is not said. Redach lechem ablei tzosplatil redespot and snap. I give you this. Redach ni aplechadisim ablesachim. You read Minska Blenspianska, please. Redach nim at the 6th Baptisi of the Blancadas Machlachim Esamin, and what it is the articles 28,005, 604, and 929 of the Criminal Code of the International Criminal Code, international law. And please read Bin Rebekov Matzefani, Sopletis Matlefani, Klatzim, as what it is the Blessy Criminology on the Repref Matzechi Vishvat of Dechlechim of Simin, United Nations Who. And what it is the implementation for justice. And please read it. Rimba Vesana Lehi Soki, Bethlehem Mapakla, Kiva Spot the Maplet Niha Makiba, Tespo, Regilis Mapletesi, Mapletehal, Hati Bos Aksiba, Nihalakimo, Rimif, and Mesor. And from there on, you understand Kiramatima as Mesor. I give it this, HTTPS, www.idocc, middle, the days of our end, and the end of our days, the reality of the age of the ending of, BXOC1C, D or done, for com, for dim, BRD, BXO, middle, sys, middle, CBM, 4. Point enter systems recall 6, and HTTPS www, to XC.com, 8, middle, DX 4143D TDX61T FF non-tech com BIC4 middle X1XTDR Erdon com BI7 middle ICODR TM TDX 4143D TIC Nancy com B4 BDXTIDRM CBCDDDIDXC T DDF444341VM TTICID F4 DMI 99961 middle sys middle IDR F4 DF sys DIDO 4 point and these systems recall F6 team bandwidth command for what it is Tinkhram F7 works everything as the tools I gave it. So, Blackman Halgis of Lakim is Sapiban, Rabibachman Halgis of Team at this August 19th. This is Wednesday, 2015, and I'm going to get work, Blackman Team, and I told you the mindless terror snoozing the world of Blackman. I am the sober Blackman Halgis of Team, you're going to have the Blackman Team, Team of them, Blackman Team, stop the team. It's the first! Alright, sorry. I'm going to get it. Yeah. It's a heart and a power, and too much potential. Is he going to get work and killing us all? Alright, I'm sorry. No. But let's say, I mean, we have problem and we got to understand we have danger. But let's see, the second video, I guess, is still recording. 9:33 Buenos Aires. Bless you all, Israel. Bless you all, satisfied you runners, Mr. President. You have the 2 videos. Love you, Israel, love you, Sion, and forever. But let's say, Khalid, let's be careful. We have too much harms and problems. You have the complete briefing with Nari and Costa already. Everything is right there. I need you all to be careful and everybody to be protected as we were doing and in placing some order that surely I'm going to send you information today. Ask me, please. I'm going to have my breakfast. It's already cold.